All right, guys, you're back again, and Trump is about to lay down the law. He's after them. He said he's going to do it. Whether it's his first move, his second move, or his third move, he hasn't really decided on it yet, but the trans people are gone. Say bye-bye to sports. Say bye-bye to your own bathrooms, or men entering women's bathrooms, and all the chaos that's going on. Say bye-bye to the military. He's not having it. And the best part about it is that he said, I'm gonna do it with the stroke of a pen. You gotta love him. Anyway, Volta has a clip for us.
You gotta love him.
And staying in the United States, incoming President Donald Trump says he will end transgender lunacy once he takes office in January. Now, speaking in Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday, Trump vowed to create policies to only recognize two genders, male and female. And in an apparent reference to gender-affirming surgery, Donald Trump said that he will end the mutilation of children with a stroke of his pen.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high school.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Where's the applause though?
Woo! Oh, that's it here.
And we will keep men out of women's sports.
Yeah!
And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one?
And that's the best part about the whole man that I love so much. The way he says it.
Yeah, no script, man. No
should
script.
I do day 2 or should I do day 3?
No script.
It doesn't matter because it's just a stroke of the pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that part about him.
You have to love the guy. Like him, dislike him, hate him, love him. He's entertaining as motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. He is entertaining. Which is a good thing. The only problem with executive orders, you do with a pen because it's not coming from the Congress.
Mm-hmm.
The next president, if we have a next Joe Biden, he can come back and just
put it back in play.
Yeah, that's why you always have to use Congress and the Senate, because Trump controls the Senate, controls the Congress, controls everything. The chamber, he controls everything.
This term, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna get it to go through. But I doubt it's gonna go through because I think there's people over there on his side in the chamber that not gonna approve of.
Yeah, but I can only try, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can once you get a majority, so that you put it into law. Because if you use your pen, it's not a law. You just
because to me, the things that I hate about it the most, right?
Yeah.
If people want to be trans and be gay, that's like their personal right. No problem. One I hate so much about it is that they bring kids into it, making kids make this decision at a young age, as they call it, is child mutilation.
Yeah.
That part I don't agree. You should at least be at your own age of consent, like 21, because at 21 you can get married or something like that, and you have full understanding of yourself. And if you decide to take that route, okay. God be with you. That side. I think that side should be definitely passed through the cabinet.
Yeah.
And stop having parents co-signing on things that, you know, with kids who don't even know who they fully are.
Yeah, but
if they want to behave like a sissy as a kid growing up, no problem. But wait till they reach 21 and make that decision for themselves.
Oh, but then the problem now is they've taken that decision making out of the hands of the parents now.
That's the problem. So I hope when he sign it, it stipulates all of that. That's one issue that I have with.
Yeah.
The next one is that men taking part in female sports.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, We don't have a problem with female going and take part in men's sports, but we can't have the stronger alphas go into the weaker sports. That is a no. If a female want to participate in men's sports, no man is going to say no.
Oh, have you seen?
We okay with it.
Have you seen the lady that won the Olympic golds from Tunisia? Is it Tunisia or Morocco? From one part of the North Africa.
It's like no one would say no as long as that woman is willing to play with the men. Because you know what will happen if women take part in men's sports? Especially, let's say, like men NFL.
Yeah. Oh.
When you knock them down, the whole wall is going to come against you. Or if it's basketball, you bump them over. No. Once she stepped between those lines, she's no longer a female.
Yeah.
You know, if a woman is willing to do that, no problem. Participate. But we can't have big ass men going to women's sports and doing that same thing. No. That's a no. So that part, I agree with Trump 100%. You know, that should be stroked off with the pen and it should pass through cabinet.
Look at this.
We're not against them being who they are.
This is the lady that won the Olympic gold medal
for swimming.
For boxing during the last Olympics. He beat the brakes off that. What he knocked one girl down so bad. The lady's like, I don't want it no more, and the ref stopped the fight. This lady, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but this lady.
The bio lady.
See the walk alone, CJ.
He walking like he has balls. You know, it's not walking like a woman. Women don't walk like that.
See the handshake is like.
Yeah, that's a man handshake. That's 100% man. You know, not even any boobs. Chest flat as ever. Alright, man, we had enough of that, man.
And then guess what? She beat the brakes off all those ladies during the Olympics, though. I can't lie to you. He was boxing their head off. You know, and if you criticize, they call you homophobic. So
yeah, but that's like the issues that I have. It should never ever be that way.
Yeah. So Trump should ignore the executive order thing. Because if you really want to stop this, you have to stop it through the Senate, bro.
We can put the executive order in motion first and then pass it through the Senate after. At least it's stopped and then it's becoming the law.
Because guess what?
Because it should be stopped right away, man.
Yeah, but you can do it now because there's an election in 2 years. Yeah. The presidential election is 4 years. The cabinet, the Senate, the Congress is every 2 years.
So my thing is like you should do it now, like just sign the paper and then after pass it through the Senate after. It's like a 2-step thing. At least we stop the mutilation right away.
Yeah.
And we stop this right away. And then we give the parliament people their time to process because you know parliament is very slow.
Yeah.
Nothing changes there quick. These people they take their time because they're gonna say, okay, these people have rights.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everybody have rights, but the things that we're opposing is the sports. That should not be happening.
Yeah, the sports part is what
the sports part is very biased, and then the
swimming
because you never see the females going to the male sports. That's a problem. It's always the alphas trying to go to the lesser sports and taking advantage, and then the next part is the kids. We can't be doing kids like that.
You know what I've realized in this life? Sometimes you think you've seen the extreme until you see the extreme. When it was the swimmer, what's the name? I forgot her name. The male swimmer that was beating all the ladies, and I was like, oh, that's too far. Until I thought that was the extreme. Until I saw the lady in Olympics just knocking these ladies off. I'm like, oh nah, that swimmer is just swimming.
But this one is like you're getting to beat up women easy and you make it legal. You know, it make it legal for a man to beat on a woman. Yeah, and he call himself, oh, I'm a trans.
Yeah, that's extreme now. That's extreme. The swimming part is just nah.
Give him an excuse. So you know what's gonna happen with these things, right? You know, men and women probably get married. And then these guys, these abusive husbands, when they beat up their wives and they probably ended up in the situation where they'll face like these hard sentences, all of a sudden they're going to become trans.
Yeah, it's already started happening.
all of a sudden they're gonna become trans, and then the law is gonna be lenient against them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because it's like a female fighting a female.
Yeah, and all this is coming from liberal women, though. All this is coming from liberal women. This is gonna be the downfall of the Western society and civilization. Liberal white women. They come out with these crazy ideologies and theories. Black women don't tend to much more conservative. Like, hell, imagine.
Yeah, but we wrong on that one though. The last time we were watching was a black woman fighting against the swimmer.
Ms. Robinson, do you agree with Ms. Gaines that there's a difference between women and men?
If the question is about trans women,
I'm just asking, is there a difference between women and men?
what I can say here is that the NCAA has rules in place. They've had rules in place for the last decade, and when this competition happened,
I'm going to try again.
The rules were clear.
Do you believe there's a difference between women and men? It's a yes/no question. Do you believe there's a difference?
Oh, I think that we're talking about this case with the NCAA.
No, I'm asking a question. Do you believe there's a difference between women and men? Most people could answer this very simply. I'm curious if you're willing to do so.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just putting it into the context of the conversation that we're having. I think that there are definitions related to sex.
Is
but
that
I
a
also
yes?
think
So I'm
that
trying to
when
get a yes or no. I'm not trying to get a speech. Is there a difference between women and men?
I think that there are definitions for biological sex.
Okay, so you're
which
not
is
answering
different
that.
than
Let me
gender.
ask you this question then. Why do women's sports exist? If you can't define a difference between women and men, why not abolish women's sports and just tell little girls to swim with little boys and see who wins?
Oh, I'm simply saying that that sex is
My
different
question,
than gender.
why
and I do believe that
women's
sports have a great
exist?
value. I mean, Senator, I'll tell you right
Ms.
now.
Robinson, please answer the question I'm asking you.
Absolutely.
Why do women's sports exist?
I think that there are so many positive benefits to sports.
But
I mean,
why have a
we've talked
separate
about it here
category for
today.
women? If there's no difference between women and men, why to have women's sports?
I'm saying that there's a difference between sex and gender, and that the NCAA has rules in place, which they have for the last decade.
Mr. Chairman,
which
I would
determine
like
that
to enter into
related
the
to
record an
participation.
article from Duke.
You forget when they brought it to court and the person was
Oh
arguing?
yeah,
It was a
yeah,
black
yeah,
woman,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Like, oh, her name was Crockett, like something Crockett. Like God.
Yeah, it was a black woman that was just bringing and coming up with different excuses for it, like shaming the black community. That was just sad, bro. I don't even want to say it, but it's like something that shouldn't have ever happened, and she was trying to convince us that there's a science behind it. I'm trying to break it down into two different groups. I forgot the two groups that she was.
This lady.
Yeah, she was mentioning.
Jasmine Crockett. Yeah.
She was mentioning something. Some of them were like sexual identity, and she came up with two terminologies, bro. That was just so confusing.
No, it was three. They said male, female, and asexual.
And then she also like, man, I don't even want to go over that, but to me, wrong is wrong, and they know it's wrong, and it's just wrong in your heart. And even to me, if you become a trans, right? You're a trans, and if you're a trans that still has whatever original parts you're supposed to have, you shouldn't be going in the opposite toilet.
For what? What do you want to see there?
You know, it's like. And the thing about it, when you make it that way, it's like it makes it so confusing for kids.
Yeah, but these people don't care about the kids.
The reason why we had toilets of different sex was to prevent this kind of confusion. But then when these people come up with their ideas, like the confusion start over. So why not just give them their own toilet? But they don't want their own toilet. If you give them their own toilet, it's cool. You guys do whatever you want.
They don't want their own toilet.
Because that toilet is just confusing for the A and B.
They just want to be in the conversation. Because once you give them their own toilet, nobody talks about them anymore. They just want to be talked about, bro.
Because to me, that's the best solution. Give you your own toilet. So then kids will not be confused.
Yeah. Even if you give them their own sport, they don't want that. Who wants
Give
that?
them their own sports.
They don't want
that makes sense too.
They want to be talked about all the time.
Compete against yourself, because as they brought it up, there was the A, there was the B, and there was the sea. You fall in sea, so you get your whole brand new road of things to do. We could even make the sea military.
Shit, North Korea's waiting for you.
The sea military, man. We could use them for special ops, you know. You know what kind of those special ops, because there's these what I'm learning after watching so many military movies is like some missions they probably have like, because you need to pretend to be this person and pretend to be that person, and it's like hard on the mind or the psychology of the original person. But I think the C's can fit in there well.
Yeah, but the C is just eliminating like 50% of the world population.
You know why I think they can fit in there well?
What?
Because they were born that way.
Yeah.
They were born in these like psychological nightmare of issues that they couldn't even. So you put them in a mission where they use that experience to dominate.
Yeah, but they are not going to any Islamic country, but they're killing you on sight.
Well, the whole thing is that they wouldn't know. Because when they sign up for the C, they give you the full transformation.
Like, they're removing the Adam's apple now.
Yeah, we remove the Adam's apple. We give them the full transformation, full package, but because
these people don't want to fight no real man though.
You have the pills that you take to give you the emotional outbursts that you need, but then you still have the male logical side of you deep down, so you wouldn't crumble under the kind of pressure, and you'd be able to complete the mission proper, results.
But then guess what, in terms of trouble, people always revert to what they are born with, bro. People always revert. It's like they're always gonna go back to their natural element, bro. Regardless.
So, when the natural element fall back, then they can fight.
Nobody wants that.
But I think that way it can work. We give you everything you want. Keep put an A, B, C option. Yeah,
it will work very well in Thailand. That's the only country you get. North Korea, you getting killed. China, you getting killed. Thailand, you down there.
The little red man said, "There's not going to be any man bigger than me."
What are we heading to, man? Hey, guess what, CJ? It took only 4 years. It took only 4 years for the world to be propagated with these ideologies. Only 4 years.
You know why?
Mr. Biden and his crooked.
If you realize a new trend that is out there, every single movie, every single TV series that you watch, it's all incorporated.
Even Cartoon Network is doing this shit right now.
Like before, when you watched The Little Mermaid, right? And they came up with a black mermaid. You see how the social media take like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to make
everything black now.
Everything black now, but they never talked about it when it came for those gender issues.
That's cool, bro.
Like before, they never used to display these things in movies. Now it's becoming more and more common. Every movie you watch, you would always see one of those couples.
Yeah, somebody's kissing.
It's either someone is a trans, someone is a les, someone is a gay.
What's happening? Like
it's always there, and sometimes they have one of each.
Yeah, well, that was happening. I used to like the rainbow after it rains in Ghana. Now I don't even want to see the rainbow no more.
It's like
rainbow used to be for everybody. Remember when rainbow used to be for everybody? In the school, we used to draw rainbow. You remember you guys had crayons.
No, you can't draw a rainbow.
Now you can't draw crayon.
Once you draw a rainbow, you're in the faction.
Yeah, crayon. People used to buy different colors of crayons just to paint the rainbow.
Even certain color clothes you can't wear anymore.
It's gone, bro. They took it. They just snap it, bro. It wasn't even an argument, or it was just a dictatorship, man. It's not democracy. We taking it. So it's crazy, bro. And it only took 4 years of Biden administration to exasperate all this tension we're having around the world right now.
So imagine if Kamala was in power, what would have happened? Maybe the next leader. Next leader.
Yeah, it would have been
because
worse.
You see how it's that 4 years. All right, it's a norm. Okay, Kamala,
that would have
over. Then the next 4 years, you know what's coming?
It's gonna be a
You're
law.
gonna have one running for president.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, CJ. It's really crazy. Thank God that lady lost.
And it seems like the movement is becoming stronger
every day.
Stronger.
Yo, don't you thank God that lady lost?
Yeah.
Because people think you only have to be from the US to pay attention to these things. No, bro. I've been saying for a very long time, anytime the US sneezes, Africa gets a cold. The world gets a fever.
You might have the first trans female leader first before we have a woman leader.
For some weird reason, they stopped voting for the ladies, though. Hillary Clinton lost. Ladies hate ladies.
But we can get a trans one in there, man.
Yeah, nice point, CA. The next one has to be from that community. Because for some weird reason, they are not voting for the ladies. You have to ask yourself why. It's crazy, though.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you think. Put your comments in the comment section. Peace and love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. We really need your support. And without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are today. With that said, you know how it is. See you guys in the next one. Bless.